Hi, this is Robbie with Tickner Photography. I've always been kind of interested in underwater photography, and I had an opportunity last summer to go out into a pool with one of my friends. She had a waterproof bag, a chute sack I believe, that she got secondhand, and we were just experimenting in the pool, and we created this really cool image. It takes a ton of post-production to do an underwater image, but I really liked how it looked, and I've wanted to go down to the ocean, and I'm always afraid that if I purchase one of these soft underwater bags, it'll be dangerous in the ocean. Things get shook around, you get tossed by waves, whatever. It seems like my camera has a really high potential of getting lost. And for buying a hard case, they're typically outrageously expensive. That's relative, but on the order of $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for a nice hard case. So I came across this a few weeks ago on the internet. It's a Meikon hard case for a Sony A7, and it was very reasonably priced at around $200 US. So I saw that hard case, it looked pretty good. There were no reviews on it. I think it's a brand new product. It's made by Russians, it appears, because there's Cyrillic writing on the box and it's an RU email address, and it shipped from Hong Kong. And surprisingly, it got here in a little less than a week. It spent like 4 days in custom, and they overnighted it from Hong Kong to Los Angeles. So it arrived incredibly fast. I got it from Amazon. So I just got it a little while ago. Thought I would open it up and show you what's in this thing. This case in particular is designed for the Sony Alpha A7 with the kit lens, the 28-70 variable aperture lens. So in theory, it holds this exact kit without the lens hood. Open it up, and it comes with a cleaning cloth and an extra O-ring. That's kind of cool. It comes with a rubberized strap, so we can attach this to our hand, and then I guess another one if we'd want it, but would probably end up using this attached to the case, attached to my hand. So if they get tossed underwater, it's going to stay with me. And now the case. So it's quite heavy. This sucker feels heavy duty. It's really nice. It says it's waterproof down to 40 meters, so 130 feet. So you could use this for diving, no problem. I'm just going to use it for snorkeling or in a pool for photography, so I'm not going to push anywhere near its maximum depth, so I shouldn't have any problems at all. The front lens is glass. The rest is made out of really solid polycarbonate. It has a button or knob for every single feature on the back of the Sony Alpha A7, which is pretty cool. It has, like the new GoPros, a locking mechanism so you won't accidentally pop this thing open. I would say this weighs a pound, maybe two. I think it's 600 grams, the box says, so whatever that translates to. So let's open it up. So there's a O-ring on this and an O-ring on this, so there's two of them. It also came with extra, they call it some kind of grease that you put on the O-rings to make the seal even better. So let's see here. I also just noticed that on the inside there's a little strip on the very bottom of the case, and if water seeps in, it's going to theoretically illuminate a red light, so you'll know there's a problem when you're under the water even before you can see a problem, which is fantastic. You're like, ah, red light, I've gotten a leak. Let's get to the surface, let's see what's going on. So let's put the camera in there. So it fits in nice and easy. And that is a solid fit. It doesn't move, jiggle, wiggle, anything at all. Has an on-off switch on the top. It has an on-off switch on the top, but I just realized something. So because this has the polycarbonate back covering the eyepiece, when you turn it on, if you have the eyeball sensor there, so it switches between the back display and the OLED viewfinder. It will basically always be on the OLED viewfinder, so we're going to have to open this up into the menu and switch it so it always goes to the monitor versus finder, whatever they call those, whatever the terminology is. So let me switch that really quick so I can actually see what's going on. So to change this, it's under Configuration, menu number 3, it's called Finder/Monitor. Right now I currently keep mine on Auto, but you want to switch it to Monitor. And now the camera should not activate the OLED viewfinder when this closes, so it'll be good to go. I'm also going to switch the view of that to the live view. All right. And there we are. It's on. It appears to be working. Just took a picture. Shutter is nice and easy to press. Big yellow button there. I have every control dial. Wow. I can even control the zoom. It has a wheel that rubs against the lens to actually extend the zoom. I would probably leave this at 28mm if I'm underwater, because being underwater magnifies whatever you're looking at, so I don't need a telephoto lens, but that's kind of neat. It gives you that control. So I guess if you were using it out of the ocean and it was raining or something, you have control of that with the wheel up front. Let's see here. There is a cold shoe mount up here, which is made out of metal. There's tripod adapters there, which are made out of metal. So in theory, you could attach some sort of lighting bracket on here. Unfortunately, I don't see a way to actually trigger flash. Radio doesn't exactly work because you're underwater and there's no room to attach anything on top. So I might have to figure out a flash solution to see if there's any way I can trigger a flash from inside of this. But you could definitely add consistent lights on a bracket attached to the metal points on the bottom. It actually feels pretty good in the hand. I think underwater, this will be nice and solid to use. It has a little thumb grip here, which helps you hold on. I wish it had a little bit of a grip on the front, right around here, so you could hold it a little better, but it's thick. It would be difficult, but the thumb grip is nice. At 28mm, I don't see any vignetting at all along the edges, which is really cool. When we were using the shoot sack, we were using a very wide-angle lens, a Tokina 11-16 at 16, and that was vignetting like crazy because it was able to see the edge of the lens on the front of that bag. I'm not seeing that at all on this, so the field of view is just right. And it looks like the lens is right up against the front element, not touching it, but very close. So that's what gives us our field of view, so we're not getting any vignetting. The image quality out of this looks quite good. And wow, usually the A7 shutter is quite loud. In this case, I can't even really hear it. I can feel it more than hear it. So this is canceling out a lot of sound. I presume in video you wouldn't be able to hear a thing, but that's okay. This is my first look at this new underwater case. A Meikon hard underwater case for a Sony A7 and 28-70mm lens. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to try and take this into a swimming pool, maybe do a shoot with a model. I'm going to try and take it down to the ocean and see how it performs. I'll do a couple more videos, let you know how it works, if I find any problems, and give you a couple sample images. I will provide a link in the description to this exact case on Amazon if you're curious, you want to look at it more. There are currently no reviews as of the time I bought this, so this may be the first one. So I hope you found this somewhat useful. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.